Hello, thank you all for joining. Just want to ask that you, as you all load into the room, to please mute yourselves.
Global linkages with civil civilian freedom fighters.
All right. Great. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm really looking forward to this event. We have 6 of our schools and programs of public health here with us to present with you all today on October 18th for our fair. My name is Alicia Piate. I am the Engagement Recruitment Coordinator here at ESPPH, and I'm really excited to present and introduce our presenters today. So a little housekeeping. We do have the chat. You're more than welcome to leave any questions you have for our presenters down in the chat. They will get to them as we go through the presentation, but I also want to give a reminder that we will have breakout rooms at the end of the first hour of the session, so you'll be more than welcome to ask your questions to the presenters in those breakout rooms. I also do want to send a reminder to please mute yourselves as you enter the room. This just makes it easier to hear our presenters once they get started, because I don't want you guys to miss any of the great information they have to share today. This is also just a little note on how to update your view for today's webinar. So if you're not interested in seeing those with their cameras off and you really want to highlight the speakers, you can follow the steps on the screen right now to update your view. I'll leave it here for just a few seconds for you all. I also know that we had some new attendees join us. Thank you, really excited to have you. I do want to just put that reminder to please mute yourself as you come into the room so we'll be able to hear our presenters today. So that's the good part. Here are the presenters that we'll have today. As I mentioned before, we'll have 6 of them. And without further ado, let's get started with George Mason.
Thank you, Alicia. All right, let me share my screen. All right. How's everybody doing today? You can, if you don't, I'm usually a person who likes the emojis at the bottom and you can do thumbs up, but I also understand it's a lunch meeting, so we will go through this. I'm from George Mason University. My name is Franny Dove. I work in graduate admissions. And we're going to talk a little bit about our public health graduate programs today. So George Mason University, just a little bit of overview of who we are. We're Virginia's largest public research university. We're an R1 research institution, which means that we have a lot of faculty doing active research and a lot of research dollars and facilities at our university. So if research interests you, this may be a great fit. Diversity is one of our core values. We were recently named one of the most diverse and innovative universities, definitely the most diverse in Virginia. And we are located in the Washington, D.C. metropolitan region, so about 20 miles from D.C. So we have 5 departments in the College of Health and Human Services. I'll talk more about our global and community health programs today, but if you see any other programs on our list that interest you, we can definitely talk in the breakout rooms. I know that a lot of public health professionals also want to go into maybe health services research PhD or health informatics or health systems management. So that might be a great place for us to talk, but we'll talk about the public health PhD, MPH in global health MS today. So this is a picture of our beautiful Peterson Family Health Sciences Hall on our Fairfax campus. This is where many of the classes, research, everything will take place for the College of Health and Human Services. We have a public health PhD with focuses in epidemiology or social behavioral health. We have a Master of Public Health. We have 6 concentrations, and these are also in collaboration with other departments in our College of Health and Human Services. Want to draw your attention to our newest one, which makes me very excited. It's a collaboration with the Department of Social Work, which is Health Equity and Social Justice. We also have a Master of Science in Global Health and a certificate in Public Health. Our PhD program is 72 credits. So you have a core, you go over your concentration. There's a teaching practicum. It kind of prepares you for careers in academia, a qualifying exam, and then a dissertation. Students who come in here, most have a master's degree, but we also don't require a master's degree for applications. So if you're interested in a PhD program and you have a research background, students can also come in with a bachelor's with research experience. We also have our master's programs. So we have a public health MPH that has a 200-hour practicum in a supervised setting, and our global health MS, which has a thesis. So that's going to be the difference between these two programs, is a research-heavy thesis with a mentor and hands-on experience with the MPH in a supervised setting. We also have a generalist certificate, which can be completed completely online. I can't list it yet, but we're about to launch an online MPH program, and we should have that information by December, which is exciting too. So we do have different modalities and different ways to study. Our deadlines, December 1st for our PhD, March 1st for our MPH, and April 1st for our global health MS. For the MPH, that one rolls. So if you apply March 2nd, we will still be reviewing applications through the summer. And this is just a snapshot of our faculty research expertise. So we could go over this in the breakout rooms. This is just to show we have a lot of faculty expertise in very diverse areas, in different areas of public health. You can apply through SOFAS, which is tied in with ASPPH. I don't need to really go over this too much, but you can apply to many different programs at once through SOFAS. We can go over application requirements in the room as well. 2 letters of recommendation, statement, goals, objectives. A lot of these are going to be the same for all the different programs. The online MPH will be more general. So it's going to be more general public health without the concentration. And then here's some of our upcoming information sessions. If you don't grab this QR code, we can have it in the breakout sessions, but these are awesome sessions led by the PhD and MPH coordinators to talk you through the application process and to meet students in the program and to learn more about Mason. So that's more of like a hour-long, come hang out with us and learn more. And here is my email and our CHHS grad email. Happy to answer any questions, but I look forward to talking with you in the breakout rooms. Thank you. I'd like to introduce Northeastern University and their MPH program.
Hello, thanks, Franny. My name is Casey. I represent Northeastern University.
You're on mute, Casey.
Oh, I'm muted. Hello, I'm Casey. Thanks, Franny, for introducing me. I'm representing Northeastern University. We are a top 50 university rated by US World and News. We have 3,300 corporate partners worldwide. Why that's important is because we have various different co-op options for you to do if you so choose. It's not mandatory, and we'll talk about that in the next slide. We are a world leader in experiential learning. Our flagship is located in Boston, Massachusetts. Since we opened, we have spread across the globe. We are in Seattle, California, London, Miami. But today I'm going to be talking about the MPH, which is located in Boston, unless you choose our hybrid option. So experiential learning, this is something that Northeastern really strives to promote for our students. We have 4 different options. There's the co-op, internship, XN project, and at work. So it really is dedicated to how much time you can really dedicate towards an internship. not mandatory, but a lot of students do participate in the co-op experiences. A lot actually end up with job opportunities from their co-ops. So it's a reason why a lot of students like to do it. So our MPH program, it's a professional non-thesis master's degree program. It's offered by our Bouvet College of Health Sciences. Characteristics of the curriculum include academic rigor and competency-based education in supportive and engaging learning environment rooted in social determinants. And the curriculum components meet the Council of Education and Public Health Accreditation, CEPH requirements. We currently only offer one concentration, which is in urban health. We do offer joint programs where you can earn 2 advanced degrees at once. Those include the physician assistant, Juris Doctor, health informatics, and Doctor of Pharmacy. To complete our MPH program, and this is just the general one, it's a total of 42 credits consisting of public health and urban health cores. You will need to do a practicum, and there will be a capstone at the end. If you're looking to do a joint program, and we can talk more about this in the breakout rooms, but those are a little bit more for credits. They will not be the 42. We have our next semester starting January 9th. That's spring semesters. We have a deadline of November 15th. We are waiving the GREs. You can do the MPH either online in class or hybrid. Hybrid's great if you wanted to take some classes if you're living in the Boston area and you wanted to take some in person, some online. That's an option. Another thing is we're really catered to the working professional. So a lot of students will ask if they need to be a full-time student, live on the campus and not work. And we are accommodating those working adults. So the classes start in the evening. You can either go part-time or full-time. We do work with our other 8 colleges. There's 9 colleges total under Northeastern. So we work with the other 8 colleges to provide the cross departmental course offerings, which is great. All right, so I will be here today in the breakout sessions, but if you'd like to contact me in the future, you can reach me by phone, 857-301-7104, or by email, c.vaughn@northeastern.edu. Happy to be here and happy to talk with you all. Thank you. And now I will turn it over to San Diego State University School of Public Health.
Good morning, or good afternoon, depending upon where you're located. Okay, so I'm with the San Diego State University School of Public Health. My name is Brenda Fass-Holmes. I'm the coordinator for admissions and student affairs for the school. And here is a listing of the degrees that we offer. We offer bachelor's, master's, and PhD degrees. And our on-campus MPH concentrations, we have 4 of those: environmental health, epidemiology, health management and policy, and health promotion and behavioral science. And applicants need to select a concentration when they apply to the program. We do offer 2 fully online MPH programs. Those are geared towards working professionals. And to be eligible for those, you would need to have a minimum of 3 years of full-time work experience post-bachelor's degree, as well as current full-time employment, preferably in the field of public health or a public health related position. We also offer 2 Master of Science concentrations, environmental health sciences and epidemiology. And we also have 2 concurrent degree programs leading to the MPH MSW, Master of Social Work, and that's available in only one public health concentration, health management and policy. And we also have the MPH-MA Latin American Studies, and that is offered in 3 concentrations: environmental health, epidemiology, and health promotion and behavioral science. And for the PhD, and for us, that's a joint program with University of California, San Diego School of Public Health. The concentrations are epidemiology, global health, and health behavior. Most of our master's programs are 2 years full-time. The online MPH can be completed in 20 months. And the MPH, MSW, and MPH, MA Latin American Studies take 3 years to complete. And the PhD takes about 5 years. Sometimes people will finish that in 4. The tuition and fees are very affordable as a state institution, even for out-of-state and international students. For a graduate full-time California resident, it's just under $9,600 per year. And for international and non-resident, it's just over $19,000 per year. The online program has a different fee structure that costs $604 per unit for a total of about $30,804 for the master's. And the online program costs are the same for everyone, whether they're a California resident, non-resident, or international. So for the master's programs, you need to submit 2 applications, the SOFIS and Cal State Apply applications. The SOFIS application deadline is February 1 for the on-campus programs, March 1 for online. And the Cal State Apply deadline is the same, February 1 for on-campus and March 1 for online. And our detailed application instructions can be found on our website. PhD applications are pretty much the same as for the master's, with the addition of a separate application for UC San Diego. For the doctoral programs, the priority deadline is November 15th. The final deadline is December 15th. And applicants are always very happy to hear that for fall 2023, the GRE is waived, and this applies to both our master's and doctoral applicants. And some helpful hints for applicants: read and follow the application instructions very carefully. The application process can be a little bit involved. Make sure you apply before the deadline and give yourself time to deal with any issues that come up, such as a transcript or a letter of recommendation that doesn't come in. And if you allow time for corrective action, that will save you a whole lot of stress. Here at San Diego State, we don't interview as part of the application process. So the statement of purpose and objectives is very important. It's your one opportunity to tell the admissions committee about yourself as an applicant. And for those of you who aren't in the San Diego area, here are a couple of pictures of our beautiful campus. This here is the dome to the university library. And this is the original part of campus where the School of Public Health is housed. And I'll look forward to seeing you in my room a little bit later on. And next we will hear from Texas A&M School of Public Health.
Thank you, Brenda. Okay, let me get the screen share up and going. All right. Great, and hopefully you can see my presentation okay. Welcome everybody. My name is Erin Schneider. I am the Assistant Dean of Graduate Student Services here at Texas A&M School of Public Health, and I am excited to share a little bit about our program with all of you today. Quick facts about Texas A&M University. We were founded as a School of Public Health in 1998. The university itself was in 1876. With that, you can see we have multiple campuses. We are part of the Hispanic Serving Health Professions Schools, and we have a very diverse student body. Generally speaking, for our school and program, we have around what is now upwards of 3,000 students. We actually have a Department of Health Behavior, health education programs joining us. So we about tripled our student body size, but we are a small school program in public health for graduate programs. And I'll happy to share more about this. Okay, so some things to know about our school of programs within our graduate programs specifically is our faculty expertise. These are the areas that we really focus on. We do quite a bit too around rural populations. That's how our school was founded. But a lot of what you'll learn in the curriculum is definitely applied to both rural and urban populations, but a very robust infectious disease program, as well as emergency preparedness. We additionally have focus on healthy aging, which we know is critically important to definitely all of our populations. Health disparities, we do a lot of data analysis around health services research. Ergonomics is a nationally renowned center here with our school, and health administration. With that, I put a couple prompts here of just why to consider even a graduate program, regardless of what school or program you go to within public health. Know that it will offer you a lot of opportunities to get more specialized skills. For us, we have a very robust Aggie network that spans across the university as a whole, and there's 500,000 Aggies. And what we always tell our students is Aggies love to hire Aggies. And so you have a fantastic former student network accessible through our college. We're a best value cost when you're looking at other schools and programs as far as both our in-state and out-of-state tuition. We have exclusive career services within our School of Public Health. We employ a full-time individual to help our students. We also have a smaller cohort program within each of our disciplines, which really helps our students get to know each other, to network more, to get to know our faculty. And it's an investment, and we want to make sure that you're making the most of while you're here. So my office is here to support you with that. These are the programs that we offer: a master's in public health. We have 6 concentrations that we offer. We also have some joint degree programs, including an MPH MIA, which is becoming growingly popular, as well as a master's health administration. And then, as I mentioned earlier, health education joined our college just this year. And so we now have MS degree program in health education, as well as DRPH and PhDs, as you see here. Some of the decisions as far as where you may be, you may know what concentration you want already, but here's just kind of a quick list of things that I recommend to prospective students as far as trying to figure out, particularly with our MPH, what concentration is best for you. So I'm happy to share this and talk about it more whenever we go into breakout sessions, but these are quick tips, even if you want to take a screenshot to really help you narrow down that concentration if you're still deciding. And then with our school and program too, I wanted to highlight our student life. We have a lot of student organizations to help fit your niche area or expand on an area that you may want to learn more about. We do quite a few socials, as you can see, with our student organizations. As I mentioned too, we have career services training exclusive to our students. We have study abroad opportunities, particularly in Germany and recently in Costa Rica. We have scholars programs to highlight our students that really try to immerse themselves within our college, and it's a great recognition program for that. We do field trips to partner agencies. We have Epi Assist to get field work, and then A&M University, as us being part of that flagship institution, has an enormous amount of resources to help graduate students. Everything from additional education, study abroad opportunities, to how to enhance your writing or language proficiency, whatever it may be. So we really capitalize on that. I left these deadlines on here. Our spring deadline for the MHA program recently passed, but do know that we do admit to the MHA program for the spring. However, for all our other programs, including MHA, we only admit for fall. So MPH is a fall intake, as well as our doctoral program. So you'll see these deadlines on here. Always check our website too, just to make sure you have the most recent information. As everyone talked about up to this point, I'm not going to go into a lot of detail, but we use SOFIS, the letters of recommendation, anything else as far as requirements are very similar. My biggest piece of advice to you here is we all have different application deadlines, so absolutely take note of that, as well as some of us have different deadlines for scholarship eligibility. Know that the test score requirement now too is we did waive the GRE permanently for all our MPH programs. All GRE and test scores are waived for all of our graduate programs for this fall 2023. The only exception is to make sure you have a test score that meets our English language proficiency. So that would be the one exception. I'm going to skip over these few right here. We also offer a number of resources around financial aid. I'll talk about that more in the breakout session. But with that, here's my contact information. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me in the breakout session or after today. Here's our email and phone. And with that, I'm going to stop sharing and hand it over to University of Miami Department of Public Health Sciences.
Okay, thank you so much. Let me go ahead and share my screen. Perfect. Hello, so my name is Janelle Solis and I'm the Associate Director of Admissions here for the University of Miami, specifically the Department of Public Health Sciences. So we have a variety of graduate degrees that we have to offer within the department, but the two that we are primarily going to be discussing today is our MPH, which is our Master of Public Health program, as well as our Master of Science in Public Health program. If you're interested in any of the other programs, I'm more than happy to discuss those programs in more detail in the breakout session. In terms of the top 8 reasons, so this is a list that we have compiled from the last couple of incoming cohorts where students have identified why they chose the University of Miami. So for starters, we have a variety of graduate programs that we have to offer. So we have joint degrees, accelerated programs, and doctoral degrees, with each one giving you the flexibility to match your interest. So you can always organize your electives in a variety of areas that interest you. We also have a variety of research opportunities. So is a research university engaged more than $300 million in research. And so what that gives you is the opportunity to engage with research in terms of working with different types of faculty and students as well. In terms of the Miami culture, our city offers you a broad range of opportunities to study in a location that uniquely prepares you to be a public health leader. And then we do have scholarship and financial support. So at this current time, all their programs have scholarships that they give to every incoming student. In terms of faculty support, we have over 40 full-time faculty members involved in interdisciplinary research with over $19 million in grants and contracts. And all our students are matched with a faculty advisor. So you're always working at least with one in an area that you choose. We also have an office that is dedicated specifically to our students. So we have a dedicated career service office that assists our students and alumni as well. And so those type of services include career advising, networking events with different types of faculty and public health employers, panel discussion, mock interviews, and more. We also have a diverse culture. We draw students, faculty, and patients from all around the globe. So that allows you to witness firsthand the diversity in viewpoints, cultures, and communities. And lastly, so we are located on the medical campus, and that gives students the opportunity to engage and collaborate with different medical and health professionals. So we're not necessarily siloed in the public health realm. In terms of department highlights, so these are just some quick facts. All our programs are accredited. Whether if you're doing the MPH, you would be completing a capstone, and if you're doing the MSPH, you would be completing a thesis. And students have conducted these type of projects in over 45 countries. As I mentioned earlier, all our programs provide partial funding opportunities. We also have a flexible curriculum, so students can gauge their electives in biostatistics, environment and public health, epi, health service research, and prevention science. And then in terms of the capstone and thesis, I'm going to quickly go over this. So our capstone program is a 2-credit course where our thesis program structure is slightly different. It's still 2 credits, but you don't necessarily have the same amount of field hours in terms of your requirement. When you're considering your type of interest in the projects that you want to do, you want to ensure that you are checking off your professional interest as well as your past experience, the type of subject or content area, as well as target population that you want to study. These are some tips on how to build your network. So obviously talking to current students, faculty advisors, and engaging with guest speakers. And then in terms of the type of examples, so local, we have the Idea Needle Exchange, the Florida Department of Health, and some international partners include the CDC, the World Health Organization, and more. For thesis, these are just some type of projects that students have previously worked with. In terms of being career ready, as I mentioned earlier, we do have an office that helps students. And on the right-hand side, you'll find our list of top employers, including the American Cancer Society, Baptist Health, and of course, we recruit a lot of our alums. So many stay at the University of Miami or our hospital. In terms of our admissions next steps, our spring deadline is November 1st for priority consideration, and our final deadline is December 15th, and then our fall deadlines can be found on the screen. Our application, as many mentioned earlier, it's pretty much the same. The only distinguishment is that the GRE is only required for the PhD in biostats and EPI program. Besides that, it is waived for all other students. International applicants do need to submit a World Education Service, also known as WES, using the ICAP course-by-course evaluation, and also submit either the TOEFL or the IELTS. In terms of connecting with us, you could follow us on social media. You could schedule a virtual visit. You could also sign up for a tour that we host on the first Friday of every month, attend one of our information sessions, or you can also attend our fall 2022 open house, which will be scheduled on November 2nd, 2022. So with that, I am going to pass it on to Washington University in St. Louis, which is the Brown School of Public Health Programs.
Hi everyone, my name is Makia Al-Ghamdi and I use she, her pronouns, and I am the admissions and recruitment specialist here at the Brown School at Washington University in St. Louis. At the top right screen, you're going to see our statement, our value statement, which is dedicated to equity, committed to impact. This is the type of work that we have been doing at the Brown School, and we hope that you will join us in this type of work. And so let's have a look at our numbers. So we do have 3 graduate programs in the Brown School. We have our MPH, MSW, MSP. We also have 9:1 student faculty ratio. Our classrooms look like my screen right here. My background is what your typical classroom will look like. We have over 20 plus faculty affiliated research centers and 3 community-based initiatives within the St. Louis community. We also have 400 plus practicum sites that you get to choose from. And then 100% of our students requesting scholarship will receive some form of award from the Brown School. And so I want to talk a little bit about why we bring social work, public health, and social policy under one roof. Typically, we don't see this in schools combining the fields together, but this makes the Brown School unique because we believe that these fields complement each other as they have shared values and objectives. So this is why we have them under one roof. And as we all know, COVID-19 has brought into sharp focus the health impacts of income inequality, racial health disparities, and mental health issues and failed policies. So as you see here, this is a very important quote from one of our faculty members. It captures the Brown School's essence, and it definitely highlights a universal theme that the Brown School faculty, staff, and students try to achieve, making the extraordinary possible. And so because of that, we also built our curriculum different. It was designed to be different and to stand out. So it's transdisciplinary, meaning we have problem-solving approaches that drive comprehensive, sustainable solutions. It's also grounded in health equity and evidence-based approaches and practices, and not only theorizing, but also applying research in the classroom with our over 180 plus paid research positions last year. We also have skill labs that are focused in demand, hands-on applicable skills that you can put on your resume, such as GIS, R, contact tracing, grant writing, project management, and more. And so let's have a look at our specific specializations. So we have about 6 different 6 STEM designated specializations. We have the generalist, epidemiology, biostatistics, global health, health policy analysis, mental and behavioral health, and urban design. We also have 2 certificates that you have the option to choose from. And Our program is a 2-year program with 52 credit hours. So your first year is mostly going to be foundation courses. You're going to have research methods, as well as planning, implementing, evaluating evidence-based programs. Your summertime is going to be dedicated to your practicum, which you can think of as your internship. And then your second year, which will be your last year, you'll do your specialization requirements, TPS courses, and any electives that you decide to choose. We also have dual degree programs and joint degree programs that you can choose from. So if you happen to be interested in MSW or MSP, you can pursue the MPH with a dual MSW or MPH with a dual MSP. You can also apply to any of our schools at WashU as a joint degree student. So you can apply to the MPH with a law degree or medicine or business administration. So let's have a look at the requirements real quickly. So our application requires a personal statement, 3 letters of recommendations, a comprehensive CV or resume, an official transcript. We also require an online interview, and then we also require a human biology prerequisite. If you happen to not have that human biology prerequisite, we do allow you to complete it by the spring semester of your first year. Our application deadlines, we have 3 different application deadlines. The first one is the December 1st early action deadline. So if you apply by December 1st, you will hear from us no later than February 1st. And then March 1st is our regular decision deadline. If you apply by March 1st, you should hear from us 4 to 6 weeks later. And then after March 1st is our rolling admissions, and we will continue to accept applications until July. And if you have any specific questions about the requirements or the application deadlines, please feel free to email us at brownadmissions@wusul.edu. And then for your next steps, again, definitely take into consideration the priority consideration deadlines, because it does affect your scholarship and decision. So if you have any questions, again, ask me later in the breakout room. And then if you would like, we do have upcoming virtual info sessions that you can be a part of. All of this is on our website. You can register through there, and we'll send you a notification a day or 2 before the events. But I definitely recommend attending, as you can ask more questions to our office, and you can learn more about our different programs and what we have to offer. That is all I have for today. Thank you all very much.
Thank you so much. I really want to offer a thank you to all of our presenters today for your time and the really informative presentations you did today. I am going to take a second to share my screen with you all so you can see our upcoming events that we have. We have an event on Thursday, which I will also be there. And we also have 2 events coming up next week. We have some other events going on both virtually and a fair in Boston. If any of you will be at APHA, we'll be there as well. If you want to see any of those events, you can visit the link on the screen. Now we can go ahead and transition into our breakout rooms. We will get them open, and we'll give our presenters around 2 seconds to just get into the room, get settled before our attendees go in. So Anthony, if you want to go ahead and open up the breakout rooms. Here on the screen are just some instructions on how to join a breakout room in case any of you have not joined one before. If you're having any issues getting into a room that you're interested in, please just let me know and I'll be able to send you to the room that you want. If you are unable to and you'd like help getting into the room, go ahead and just put which room you're interested in the chat and we'll get you added when we see it. Yes, I see a hand raised.
Hello, good evening. Good day to you.
Hi, I can't really hear you that well.
Hello, good day to you. Can you hear me?
I can't really make out what you're saying. It's a little muffled.
Good day to you. Please, can you hear me?
It's kind of muffled. I'm sorry. If you want to get into a breakout room, if you just type it in the chat, I'll be able to get you added.